Okay, hello everybody, it's Runescapefar. How are you doing today? Today I'm going to do 50 questions about me with this right here. So, as it goes from 1 to 50, so let's try to do this before 7:30 when I have to go to work. So, forename, Jeffrey Thomas Stake. Yes, my middle name is Thomas, don't laugh. Second, zodiac sign. Since I was born in November, that would be Sagittarius. Fears. Whew, I do have a lot of fears. Rejection, true loneliness, losing my family members. I think that's everybody's most common fear. Objects being thrown at me. And I know that sounds weird, but being a nerd in middle school, everybody just threw dodgeballs at you. They would kick soccer balls at you and say it's an accident. It wasn't an accident. It was bullying. And I've kind of grown a fear of that, so sports really aren't my thing anymore because of that. Because they turned something I love to do into something that they could use to hurt me physically. And they knew they could get away with it, and they did. Let's see. 3 things I love. Well, I love myself, I love my family, and I love video games. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, last song I listened to. Oof. I haven't actually listened to any music in a while. So, oof. I don't think I can really answer that one then. Wait, actually, yeah, I can. The theme song to Family Guy. I guess that would count. Theme songs do kind of songs, so the last song I listened to was the theme song to Family Guy. Let's see. I skipped one. My best friend. I have a lot of best friends, okay? I don't just pick only one of my friends to be my best friend. I label them all as my best friend because picking and choosing is not my thing. I don't like labeling people. When they ask who's your best friend, I just say, you are, man. Or, you are, just because I don't like to put people against each other and feel like I'm giving favoritism to one person. Everybody's my best friend. Let's see. Turn-ons and turn-offs. I don't quite understand that question, so I'm just gonna skip those. What color of underwear am I wearing right now? You know what, surprisingly, I looked up 4 of these, and every single one of them had that question on there. Why do people want to know what underwear you're wearing, or what color of underwear you're wearing? Why do we have that? Why? But okay, it's blue and orange. Are you happy, Internet? I wear blue and orange boxers. Hope you're happy. How many tattoos or piercings do I have? 0. I don't do those. Also because I'm afraid of needles. So, that's a big reason why. The reason I joined Tumblr, I don't have Tumblr, but I do have Google+, and the reason I joined Google+, was, well, I think like most people joined it because, you kind of needed to comment on videos and everything, or see comments that people made on the videos. That was actually the only reason I got Google+, because anytime you commented on a post, it didn't go onto the video, it went straight to Google+. So that was kind of annoying, so that's why I got Google+. Let's see how I feel right now. Well, my nose is a little congested, but, other than that, I feel good. Something I really, really want. Something I really, really want. I guess to have my great-grandmother and my grandfather back. They meant the world to me, and I miss them every day. I still wish they were here today. So that is something I would really, really want back. Meaning behind your URL. Okay, I think the person who created this don't know what a URL is, but, that's what you put into a website. So, unless they mean, like, what's the reason behind your username, unless URLs are part of Twitter, or not Twitter, Tumblr, Like I said, I don't have Tumblr, I don't use Tumblr, so I have no idea if that's what they're referring to. But I'll say what's the meaning behind my username, Runescapefar. I'm pretty sure you guys have asked yourself, why Runescapefar? Well, as I mentioned before in some of my videos, this channel was originally supposed to do a bunch of RuneScape videos. But all the cool RuneScape-based usernames were taken, so I just started typing in RuneScape this, RuneScape that, and Runescapefar won and got the approval. So, there you go. That's how Runescapefar became Runescapefar. So let's see. My favorite movies. Ooh. There's so many. Literally, they asked me this when I applied for Family Video, and I gave them a paragraph of nothing but videos and movies. Because I love movies, TV shows, foreign movies, foreign animations, foreign TV shows. They're all just so fascinating and interesting to see. Especially the ones from Japan, because half the crap they have on their TV would not even be considered legal in America. It's hilarious. But, let's see. I have to say some of my top 10 favorite movies, starting with 10, would have to be Rugrats Go Wild. I just love that crossover between Rugrats and Wild Thornberrys. If you're a 90s kid, that was just epic and you loved it. Okay, let's see. Number 9 would have to be Space Jam. I do love how they put reality with fictionality. So, Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny. That's just awesome. Following that same philosophy, at number, 8, would have to be, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And I just love that movie. I have it on DVD, I had it on VHS. It's just an awesome movie. Let's see, coming in at number 7 would have to be, The Rock. The Rock is a pretty good movie. It's about a group of soldiers who feel that they are no longer being represented correctly by the military, take over Alcatraz Island. It's up to Nicolas Cage to go in there and stop him from releasing sarin gas into San Francisco. It also has one of my favorite James Bond, or second favorite James Bond, Sean Connery. Let's see, number 5. My 5th favorite movie. This is a very tough one to choose, because there's a lot of movies I've kind of come and go in the number 5 place. But I would say the second Resident Evil movie, Apocalypse, because I love Resident Evil 3, and Resident Evil Apocalypse is based off of Resident Evil 3, and it has Nemesis, who is my favorite, and still is my favorite BOW, which is bioorganic weapons. I never actually quite figured out until I saw the movie. I always thought Nemesis was part of the G virus, but he's actually injected with the T virus. It's just a random mutation caused by him. So that was actually very interesting to learn. I don't think they ever mentioned that in Resident Evil 3 unless it's in one of the files I missed, scattered everywhere. Okay, let's see. I'm at number 4 now. Let's see. Number 4, I would say, it's an old movie. Probably nobody has seen it. Or maybe you have. It is called, To the Moon. It was created in 1901, and it's a silent film which has some music in it, and it's basically the first ever movie, and surprisingly, it was actually put together pretty well for no CGI, no computers were around back then, to actually do any graphics or anything. So, I still think it's on Netflix. Go watch if you haven't. A Trip to the Moon. It's pretty good for its time. Okay, now we're down to the top 3 of my favorite movies. Ooh, let's see. Number 3 would have to be the Rescue Heroes movie. I loved that movie growing up as a child. I watched it all the time. And surprisingly, I still have it in the original case. Still works perfectly fine. God, I just love that movie. Number 2 would have to be The Man with the Golden Gun, starring my favorite James Bond, Roger Moore. He is a awesome Bond. I was so sad when he passed away. I mean, I was just devastated. He is still my favorite James Bond, and I miss you so much, Roger Moore. I wish he were still the current Bond. But then again, Daniel Craig is doing pretty good as James Bond, but he just lacks what Roger Moore had. And finally, for my number one top movie of all times, Saving Private Ryan. Hands down, Saving Private Ryan is my favorite movie. Tom Hanks is amazing in it. Steven Spielberg, you did an amazing job with it. You created the most realistic reenactment of World War II, that it gave veterans PTSD, and veterans even said, and I quote, all it needed was the smell of the salty seas, and I would have felt like I was back on Iwo Jima. Or not Iwo Jima, god dang it. Wrong one. Crap, I forget what the beach is. God dang it. But yeah, they felt like they were Omaha Beach. I think that's it. Is it? I think that sounds right, Omaha Beach. But basically, the veterans seeing that D-Day, which is the beginning scene after the guy walks up to the tombstone and everything. I'm going to try to spoil the movie if you haven't seen it. But goes to landing on the beach for D-Day to invade Germany. And that was one of the bloodiest battles I think we've still ever had. So many American people lost their lives. But the movie itself, it's beautiful, it's amazing. I recommend you guys go watch it. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Favorite songs, Irish Pub, an Irish drinking song, I Love This Bar, the funny thing is I can think of these right off the top normally, but right now, I don't know why, but I can't think of them right off the top. Let's see, I just said I Love This Bar by Toby Keith, Hopes on a Rock, Trailer Park, How Do You Like Me Now, I Want to Talk About Me, Beer for My Horses, God Is Great, People Are Crazy, that's the name of the song, Pretty Good at Drinking Beer, that's 10, Where the Mob's At, that's a YouTube-made video. Very good song. Got it on iTunes. The original Diggy Diggy Hole. I think that's all I can think of right now. Like I said, I'm having a major brain fart. I haven't had any coffee or anything. So I'm still a little sleepy-weepy. Favorite bands. One, I guess, would be Motionless in White. My ex got me into that. She also got me into System of a Down. But I gotta say, Zac Brown Band. Oh, Chicken Fried, another song. The Jimmy Buffett and the Coral Reefers. Love Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville, Cheeseburgers in Paradise. Now that I say these bands, I can think of favorite songs. Cheeseburgers in Paradise, Come Monday, Weird Al Yankovic. I guess, can you count him as a band or just a singer? Let me know. I guess he is a singer. He doesn't really have a band, I don't think. Okay, so things that make me upset. Death is one, especially of close friends and family. That's actually just the biggest one there that makes me upset. Oh, and society, I guess. Our society is so sad and depressing. Oh, and news. News always makes me depressed. What I find attractive in people. Now, most people are going to say, oh, the eyes, looks, the hands, well, all of that can change. Well, maybe not your eyes so much, but, I prefer to find personalities attractive in girls, mostly because a personality is them, it's the real them, not what they're pretending to be with all the makeup and everything. Their personality describes who they really are, and that really hardly ever changes. So I find personalities attractive in people. Someone I miss? Again, going back up to, number 13, my great-grandma and both my great-grandmas, my great-grandpa, and my grandpa. I miss them so much, I miss them every single day. My relationship with my parents. I love my parents to death, and they do make me mad a lot, but I know deep down that is because they truly care about me and want to see the best of me. They want to see me grow up healthy and happy. So, yes, they make me mad, but I know why they're doing it, and I thank them for that every single day. My favorite holiday? I would have to say Thanksgiving, because both sides of my family comes together. We have, a big, Thanksgiving party, even though it's not really that many people. We still come together, we have fun, we just do a lot of fun things together, and that's really the only time we get together. The only other time we get together as a family is a funeral, and that's when everybody comes in, and that's my worst family, get-togethers, because it's just so sad and depressing. My closest Tumblr friend. Again, I do not have a Tumblr, so I'm going to use Google+. My closest Google Plus friend would have to be, Celine. She's an awesome person on Google Plus. I come to her for legal advice. I come to her for, computer advice. She is an awesome person. And thank you, Celine, for being my friend on Google Plus. You're amazing. Someone from Tumblr that I date. Again, Google Plus. That's a good question. And I kind of don't want to answer that because, I just kind of feel like I may make somebody feel uncomfortable or make somebody feel hated toward me because they never, you know how some people are, they love someone, then they never say anything, but then when they get a relationship, they get all pissed off at them. So I'd rather just ignore that completely and move on to 28, a confession. Let's see, what should I confess about? There's a lot. Well, I guess one thing I could confess about is I really don't like memes. There's a confession. Memes are funny, but I just don't like them that much because in reality, memes can kind of hurt people and ruin people's lives. So, yes, some are very funny, but in reality, I hate them. I guess that could be a confession. Okay, 29. 3 things that annoy me easily. Okay. This is very, very simple. 1. Talk down to me. I am not dumb. There are some things I don't understand would like you to explain, but it's not because I'm dumb, it's because I know nothing about it. Therefore, how can I be dumb for it? Dumb would be knowing it and forgetting, or saying dumb things about it, when you don't know it. So like, oh, I don't know much about the Alpha Tower, it's built in, 3000. Yeah, that's dumb. Because I'm making up stuff about something I don't know. So that's dumb. But if I actually don't know it and ask for it, I'm not dumb, I just don't know anything about it, and I want to learn things. Number 2, constantly trying to scare the crap out of me. I got a coworker that does this. The first few times, yes, ha ha ha, very funny, but every single day, it's annoying and it's a distraction to work. And you know who you are. Okay, number 3 that easily annoys me. People talking during the movies. So, like, my sister is horrible at this. She will talk through about any movie I watch, but when I'm watching a movie she wants to watch, if I talk, she gets offended and tells me to shut the hell up. So, it's... I gotta say, though, going back to the other one with my family, or I guess relationship with my parents won't count as that, since she's my sister, but relationships with my sister, we kind of hate each other. We love each other, but we hate each other. I guess that's a brother and sister thing. So let's see, my favorite animal would have to be a corgi. Corgis are just so adorable. I love them. I want a Corgi. They're playful. They're energetic. They're just very good dogs to have. They will never grow so big that you can't pick them up. Let's see. My pets. For the longest time, I used to have a bunch of fish. They all killed themselves and died. So then I got a dog, Spike. I got him in either 1999 or 2000. Because I had him back when I lived at my old house. He died in 2014. We had to put him down. His legs gave out. He was no longer eating. He was in a lot of pain, and I just couldn't see him in this pain anymore. The medication the doctors gave him just was not working. And again, I just couldn't see him suffering anymore. It was a horrible thing. Okay, one thing I've lied about. Probably taking food from the pantry. When I was a little kid, I was always go off and sneak out a couple Oreos or some fruit snacks, and I always lied to my parents going, nope, nope, I didn't do that. But that's what happens when your parents deprave you of sugars for such a long time, and then, oh, hey, here's the thing of Oreos that we haven't had in this house for a month or so. Eat only one. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Okay, something that currently is worrying me. I would have to say what's going on with us in North Korea. I'm being honest with this. In middle school and high school, riding the bus to school, everybody always said it's the Russians. We're gonna have a nuclear winter with the Russians. And I said no. It's gonna be those damn North Koreans. They're crazy. And now my fears are coming true, sadly. And I am a little bit paranoid about it, because they keep on saying they're going to do it, then they don't, and then they launch one over Japan, and then they say they're going to do the same to us, and then they don't, and it's like, what? You're messing with us psychologically here. And we don't have any nuclear fallout shelters, I think, that are actually current and safe. I know in Russia they do, and they've been cleaning them out and taking good care of them just in case if things went bad. So I think our government should start building public nuclear bunkers. Make some fallout shelters. Vault 103, 107. Get Vault Tech over here. Let's see. An embarrassing moment. I have a lot of these, believe it or not. And most of them is because I stutter and say something stupid that I did not mean to do. And they never let me down for that. But, trying to pinpoint one exact embarrassing moment. Because, like I said, there's a lot of them. I guess it would have to be, one time when I took my best friend down Lake the Ozarks with me. When we went there on vacation, my grandparents used to have a house down there, and me and my friend Hannah, we were good friends. She was the first person I met when we moved to the subdivision. She was the first friend I made, and my dad would say, "Oh, you two are so cute together. You two should date. You're so adorable." Right in front of her, and I was so embarrassed. It's not funny. I was so embarrassed. Because here's my best friend, my dad saying, "Oh, you're so cute, you should date." Nah, I would never date my best friend. Let's see. Where I work. Well, I currently work for telecommunications here on the university. My job includes pulling Cat6 cables, which Cat6 is the Ethernet cable that runs our internet through the walls. Punching down the jacks, terminating the jacks, testing them, toning them, installing Wi-Fi units, pulling fiber through the tunnels. I'm actually going to learn today more about how to terminate fiber, which is actually pretty cool. We got a machine that does it, and it's actually very awesome. And then I also do a bunch of other things that telecom do. We do phones, and we do everything internet related. So that is a pretty fun job to do. Let's see. Something that's constantly on my mind. Honestly, it's death. Death is always on my mind. In today's society, with the news and everything, I always have that fear, again, playing on a fear, that You know, I could just walk outside and get a heart attack, get mugged, shot. You know, that's a constant fear on everybody's mind in today's time. And it's quite scary, actually, but that's always on my mind. Even when I'm not thinking about it, it's still there subconsciously. Habits I have. 3 of them, okay? I guess I might have 3 habits. I don't know. I don't pay attention to them. Well, I guess rubbing my chin would be one. I do that a lot. That's the only one I guess I can think of. I don't pay attention to myself enough to notice any habits. My future goals is to be a graduate from my university here and become a graphic web designer and design and run websites for people. Let's see, something I fantasize about. Having a girlfriend. Oh, and I did skip 14, went straight to 15. My current relationship status, I am single. Sadly single. Okay, my favorite stores. Well, here on my campus would have to be Pastime Antiques. I go in there all the time. Every Saturday and Sunday I'm out walking just to look around. They have so many amazing things in there. Both old and new. I bought VHS tapes in there. I bought binoculars in there. I bought a SNES game in there. And everything worked perfectly fine. I even bought a record in there. A vinyl record, and it works perfectly. Favorite foods. Pizza, chicken, any types of chickens, many types of pizzas, meatloaf, fish, anything but tuna, really. Tuna and, what's the little sardines. Sardines and tunas are the only type of fish so far I will not eat. I've eaten scallops, I've eaten deep fried alligator, I've eaten crab, I've eaten lobster. I love food, so any food I enjoy, like, even these. I love these. They make great quick breakfasts when you're on the run. What I did yesterday, well, yesterday was Monday, so I went to class, did a lot of YouTube videos, watched Family Guy, and part of, Hitman's Bodyguard, and then went to bed. I live such a eventful life. Something I'm talented at. To be honest, I haven't found my true talent yet, so I have no idea. My idea of a perfect date, well, that would be a romantic lunch or dinner, depending on what time of the day is, a movie. I would prefer a, drive-through movie. Those are more romantic. If not, a normal movie theater, which I really wouldn't prefer because people always talk during those things, and it's annoying. So that's why I said drive-in, because you're in your own comfort or your own vehicle. It's nice and relaxing there. And maybe go out shopping, walking around, going to the park. That would be my idea of a perfect date. My celebrity crushes. Scarlett Johansson. Christina Vey. That's about it. Let's see, a photo of myself. Well, here's a video of myself. Does that count? Hang on. There. This is a frame. Frame by frame. Let's see. My favorite blogs. I don't really do blogs or read blogs, but, one I do follow on Google Plus that posts on here and other sites, some are blog sites, is the Hacker News. They usually help me stay informed about breaches of security for computers. So they're pretty good with that and keeping you up to date on that. Number of kids I want. Well, I would like 2. One that is a boy and one that's a girl. Let's see. Do I smoke or drink? I don't smoke. But I do drink a little, as you've seen from my beverage tasting videos. I do enjoy a few beers and some liqueurs. Okay, any questions you like. So I did post a post on Google Plus asking for some questions, and I did get 2. One was from Buttercup. You asked me, what was your first video game you ever played? And I was thinking about that all day yesterday, and my answer is Deer Hunter 5. I believe that was the first video game I ever played, because I know I got that before I got Brave Dwarves or any other game, so Deer Hunter 5 Tracking Trophies, which I still have and love to play. And another question was asked by Charlotte, Google Plus, and she asked, would you rather date a peppy girl or a slut? And I gotta say, I'd rather go with the peppy girl. Sorry, but to me, like, peppy girls, yeah, they seem all peppy and nice, but that's just the outside of them. The inside is really nice. They're nice and beautiful people. So, I haven't received any other questions to be asked for me, so I guess that'll be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, leave comments. If you got any question 50s, put them in the comment below and I'll respond to them in the comments. As always, please subscribe, leave comments, and as always, have a nice day. Live, love, and game on.